How's it going, everyone? Want to talk a couple of free updates that are dropping on a couple games. Sifu, a very well-received game from last year, is coming to Xbox Series, Xbox One, and Steam. Remember, it was a Epic Game Store exclusive and a PlayStation 5 console exclusive and a PS4. But now it'll be on Xbox Series and Xbox One as well. And a JRPG that I probably enjoyed a lot more than a lot of other people. The Diofield Chronicle will be getting a free update here on March the 6th. We'll talk that in just a little bit, but first of all, an overview of the free Arenas update has been posted for Sifu, and this update will be dropping on March 28th. It notes, with 9 new locations and 45 merciless challenges spread over 5 game modes, the Arenas expansion is packing up to 10 extra hours of gameplay into the already demanding title. Masters of Kung Fu will be pushed to their limits as waves of enemies crash upon them in survival mode or pushed to perfection in the performance mode. With time attack, players can also battle against the clock on a path filled with enemies. Sifu's looking for a twist on the game's impactful combat can also try the new capture mode, where players must take and hold a marked area, or manhunt mode, where a specific target surrounded by protectors must be taken down. Regardless of how you choose to kung fu, you'll be dismantling your enemies across varied beautiful scenes. From colorful voids to rain-drenched alley, your enemies await ready to be taken down with speed and ferocity. Obviously, Sifu again came out last year, was received rather well when it initially dropped. I remember when the Sifu reviews came out, I was like kind of shocked that the game was getting, 8s and 9s, just because it was a game that people were looking forward to, don't get it twisted, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It was done by Slow Clap, and the studio brought you Absolver a few years ago, and Absolver kind of set the table for what Sifu ultimately ended up being, but Absolver for sure had its issues. That's why I was like kind of surprised that Sifu ended up being as good as it did, but hey, more power to them, and hopefully they continue to grow as a studio. And then also, they've been doing a good job with Sifu as far as keeping the game updated and adding new content and whatnot, so good on them. And the Arenas update will be coming March 28th alongside Xbox Series and Xbox One. Alright, moving on from that, I do also want to give you guys a heads up on the Diofield Chronicle. The free update will be launching on March the 6th. I am really surprised that Square Enix is updating this game, because it didn't seem like this game was doing crazy numbers from a commercial standpoint, but it is a game that we talked about. I reviewed it a while ago when it initially came out, and I enjoyed the game a lot more than other people. Now, I'm not big into tactics-based JRPGs. Not really my cup of tea as far as how a JRPG is done. So I wasn't that upset that the game was literally the easiest thing. Like, the game was ridiculously easy. Like, let's not mince words here. The update will be looking to remedy that a little bit. The update will include the new scenario Walter Quinn's story, who is one of the prominent characters in the game, and they could have fleshed her out a little bit more. She's actually one of the more interesting characters in the game as well. New difficulty of very hard, new weapon type in Magic Tome, and new game plus difficulty extra mode. You can check out the Diofield Chronicle on PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, and the game is discounted right now. It's 50% off for $29.99 as a part of the Mega March sale. Would I say it's worth that price? I'd probably say get it a little bit cheaper at this point. Like, I think at 20 bucks it would be a pretty good pickup. I thought the story was interesting. It was a little hard to follow with all, like, the political factions and whatnot and how they were telling the story, but I thought it was interesting. I thought the ending was fairly well executed, but overall, I can definitely see why people didn't enjoy the game, maybe as much as I did. Again, the game was incredibly easy, and you could just cheese your way through a lot of the battle, so it is what it is. A new scenario not told in the main story, starring Walter Quinn Redditch. In this scenario, playable after clearing Chapter 5, you will make your way through missions while controlling Walter Quinn. Behemoth will appear as the final boss. New weapon and Magic Tome. In the newly added scenario, you will be able to equip Walter Quinn's dedicated weapon, which can use skills to summon units and morph into other forms. New skills. The new skill Necromancy can be used to summon a Skull Knight. The new skill Necrotame can be used to transform your units into a Skull Dragon. To unleash powerful skills, again, high difficulty extra mode, a mode in which high-level enemies appear from Chapter 1. This will be added as a function of New Game Plus, which allows you to carry over your levels, weapons, and skill trees after clearing the main story. New difficulty level of Very Hard. The Very Hard difficulty level offers more challenging battles with less fragment drops, reduced enemy skill use frequency and cooldowns, limited revival time, and HP recovery, and so on. So if you do want more of a challenge, that will be available to you, and the game's free update will be dropping on March the 6th. Yeah, not a game I would drop $60 on. You don't have to drop $60 on it now anyway. You can get it for $30. I would probably say 20 or less, but sometimes those niche Square Enix JRPGs do hold up in price for quite a while, so bear that in mind as well. You know, Diofield Chronicle went on sale fairly quickly, but it kind of hit that basement $30 price point and hasn't gone cheaper than that, so bear that in mind as well. I would imagine it'll be in that $20 range by the end of the year, so, you know, you can wait a little bit, see the free update roll out, and go from there. But that'll do it for me. Again, Sifu getting a free update with the Arenas update come March 28th, and Diofield Chronicle getting a free update launching March 6th, adding a ton of new content, you know, for a free update, a new story arc, a very hard difficulty mode, new weapon types, new game plus, a lot of good stuff there. So that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.